And we're back without, once again, you may not have noticed last break, but it was in fact just me and my producer Thomas, and not Orion, because Orion went to go deal with some bladder issues, and once again, for some reason, as soon as we went, okay, we're going back to cams, Orion has gone, can I go wee? And we can't deny him the pleasure of having your time in the but I'm starting to think it's not actually, emptying the system at this point. I'm thinking it's emptying the system of something else.
I think firstly, 100% of matches this stream have started with Orion going for a pee. So that is a stat.
I have kidney problems.
Oh, okay. But secondly, another stat.
Is that anything to do?
Another stat. I commentated Mini RPG of the Week with Babz last night. Yeah. And Babz said he would finish top 20 before Mini RPG of the Week started, and he finished exactly 20th. So was that a conspiracy? Wow. Did he throw on purpose? Discuss.
Yes.
Yes.
Discussion over. Into the game we go. Babz via Hendo, Liffey, and MattT. Not me. The other MattT. Okay, maybe not quite into game yet.
No.
Hey, lovely.
I don't think Hendo realized it was live.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Okay. I think we're in game.
Never mind. Back to. Okay, we're back. All right.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. This is.
I'm just getting baited by the fact that it says live race every time. The players don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Killjoy. Get your shit together, man.
Yeah, Killjoy.
I will not allow KJ slander in this stream.
I mean, to be fair, it seems like Hendo is the one that is confused about what's going on here. There was a buh in chat from Hendo. Everyone else seems perfectly happy to play. We're still just wait for that.
Alright, okay. Hendo just puts okay.
We and okay. There we go. Okay, I think game is live. Oh no! Apparently Hendo wants one more warm up. Why? Okay, so why is Hendo now doing like the trope of like a really like a rock star that wants like, oh, I want this and that, like I need a drink before we start or like a specific kind of like protein shake before I do my show, that kind of thing. You know?
I just think he wanted his warm up.
I mean, they were warming up for quite a while before we got here. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think it was clear when they went live though, because we went live and I was thinking we were in live round and I was just like spectating from the overhead cam. Everyone started driving and Hendo just stayed exactly still, not realizing it was live. So now wants another warm up before we go live, so that when we do go live, he knows we're live.
Right. I think you just said the word live more times than I've heard.
I did notice that,
in the past year. Overall, which is wild because I work in broadcasting. Yeah. Well,
you never mention it.
No? I don't think I need to mention it.
I was going to tell you, now you're the rock star.
By the way, I work. I was looking at like a thread between two people on Twitter. I can't remember what I think they might have been like artists or something on Twitter. And,
as in like painters or like artists, like.
I don't recall. I didn't actually look at like the stuff before the argument started, or it wasn't really an argument. It was very passive aggressive, so it wasn't actually an argument. It was very much just like one person went, "Oh, I think they like got a commission from somebody on Discord, and the person wanted it done for free, and they were basically like, get out of my DMs. I don't have time to talk to you. I don't do shit. I don't do it for free, right?" And somebody was like, "Personally, I wouldn't talk to somebody like that. You know, like." The way you present yourself is really important. And they were like, I deal with this stuff enough in working in, in customer service. So I'm not going to do it on my own time as well. And then the other person was like, oh, you do it part-time. That's understandable then. I do this full-time and I wouldn't do it. And it was just like, You're saying this person is acting like a dick, and then you say that. Oh, Hendo, no, what's happened?
Wait, where did Hendo go?
Well, that's what
I
happens
saw
when you
him
don't
fly
get
into
your
the
warm-up.
finish.
That's what happens when you don't get your warm up.
That's true. That's true. He's gonna be fuming.
Why is everybody French?
Is everyone French?
No, everyone.
Babz does speak French. I mean, I
sure.
can't speak English. I've seen him speak French on
Does
Twitter
that mean
multiple
everybody
times.
needs to be French?
Why is everyone French? Where are you
Everyone is
getting this
French.
information?
Look at the screen.
I'm looking at the screen. I'm seeing 2 Irish players and 2 British players.
Look at their cars.
Oh, Carskin. Yeah. Gotcha.
Got there in the end. I don't
No,
know.
it loaded. I just did not compute that was the French skin.
Anyway, our 4 French players in the British and Irish Pro League really driving their hearts out here. Hendo went from first to last round. Hopefully not going to happen again. We will see, though.
Well, I can tell you the seeding for this match as well.
I love that.
Yep, Hendo is the top seed by a considerable distance. He is 3rd. Then next we have Babz in 10th, Liffey in 13th, and MattT 16th out of 16 in the league in terms of seeding, but finishing a respectable 2nd in this round, just 6/10 behind Hendo. Babz having a minor mistake in the round, but yeah, all players after 2 rounds, it seems those mistakes happening all over the field because, yeah, we've got 2 players on 110 and 2 on 109.
Okay, then. Well, we will see how that stacks up later on. Hendo seemed... Well, I mean, he seemed confident for the first round as well until he slammed into a wall on the final turn. But looking like that is cleared up for now, and as you say, judging by seeding, should be a decent margin ahead of the other players. And round on round, it is looking like that is the case. It's a little British-Irish sandwich right now. Okay, never mind, not anymore. Come on, Liffey.
Nope, now it is just
really not.
British on top of the Irish.
Now it is just, you know, the struggle.
Diplomatic incident.
I mean, Hendo is Welsh, to be fair,
let's
isn't
not
he?
get into
I swear Hendo's Welsh.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, but I don't think that really... Still part of the British Empire.
I suppose.
I think, yeah.
MattT, Liffey!
Sorry,
Liffey gets it!
Oh, man.
Wow.
Well finished.
MattT had more speed.
More to the right, yeah.
Yeah, but just went full inside, full send, and got that wheel in first.
I just saw in chat that Brits are tops, Owo. I can confirm in this case... Actually, I'm not going to say... I'm not going to do that on stream in front of 55 people. That's not happening. You've got a stat. Is it about
Is
Brits
it related?
being tops? Well,
7.
okay, what are the statistics here? First off, wait, okay, shut up 1 second. You know, we're amongst friends here. Are you a top, Orion?
I mean... I'm in a long-term relationship with my girlfriend.
Then there's lots of you know, there's lots of what's it called? Sample size for you to use to answer that question.
I'm going to give you a 1-word answer.
Okay, I hope it's yes or no.
Yes.
There you go. Okay, so 50% of the casters are tops, guys. There you go. So
Nice.
to answer your question, no. Anyway, and oh no!
I cannot believe you just asked me that on stream.
I've smudged my mascara. Anyway, Hendo has come first once again. And no, I'm not gonna talk about the wording of that either.
The next Twiggy Reddit thread is not going to be as kind.
All of the... You know what? I need some balancing out on Reddit threads, because people have been very nice to me.
Can we
on
talk
the
about
Trackmania
that one
Reddit.
Reddit thread yet? Or are we still not allowed to talk about it?
Oh, we can talk about it. We're not on a TMCL broadcast.
Okay, so Twiggy
I think
and Co.
it was very funny. Twiggy and Co. I thought that was so funny. We were like, at one point, I think we were checking the Reddit because that's where a lot of the time Magpie posted stats for Trackmania Grand League and Trackmania Challenger League. So I was checking it, and I saw one about the casting, and I was like, okay, well, that's interesting. And they were talking about the differences between TMGL and TMCL casting. And they used the term to refer to myself and Nua as Twiggy and Co. The funniest thing I've ever seen. That. Oh yeah, Nua definitely loved that. I think Nua thought that I'd written it.
Yeah, right. I mean, surely they were referring to Critty and QDC as well, right?
No, they were. No, I don't think so. They were
just
specifically
Nua.
talking about myself and Nua compared to
Other
Virtual and
Trackmania
Janik,
streamers.
yeah.
Oh, Virtual and Janik, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not on
That's
the
quite funny.
Trackmania Challenger League. I can say that. I'm not gonna like. It's not like their views are mine. It's not like by talking about the Reddit thread, I am saying that I am better than them. It was fun. That was fun. I think like 3 threads of that kind were made. It was wild. Either way, second map, Worm. Hendo still looking head and shoulders, above everyone else. How did MattT survive that?
I don't know. I wouldn't quite say head and shoulders. I would just say head. Above the rest at the moment, because yeah, it's only what 14 points to 12 points to Liffey in second, and everyone else on 90s at the moment. MattT seems to be having a bit more of an issue on this map than Soldade. But yeah, Hendo definitely seems to be strongest, but not. What am I trying to say? Not exceedingly so. Oh, Matt.
Indeed. Well, this has been an interesting round. One of the rounds of all time. Definitely Div 1 gameplay here.
You missed everything. What do you mean?
We didn't really see a lot of that, is what he means.
Oh, how come?
It was difficult to follow.
It was difficult to follow. Anyway, Hendo stays on 110 points, and the gap increases. Now, what is that? Maths? Can you do it for me?
18?
Yeah, there you go. That's the difference between first and second, which, to be honest, after 5 rounds, pretty decent.
Yeah, he's only lost 10 points so far.
That was all in the first round.
Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right. So what, he's won every round since then, is what we're saying? Yeah,
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, that is pretty dominant then, to be fair.
Well, there's another bit of info about British people, apparently. I mean, I assume, well, implied by the previous information that we found out anyway, but either way. Not
that's
this time
a clip,
around. Okay,
though.
Hendo looking very submissive this time. Well, that too. I don't want to... Whoa. That's getting a little too... that's a bit too over the top. I don't want to say that about somebody. Not publicly, at least. It's completely off the rails. I have an excuse.
What is your excuse?
Painkillers.
Nah.
Okay.
You
can't take a child's dose of ibuprofen and be like, I'm off the meds.
That's not a child's dose. That is not a child's dose whatsoever. That is an adult's dose. Don't. Oh, pee me. Don't do that.
Okay,
Don't
you've taken
I
an
only allow
adult
specific
dose,
people to do
but
that
you are
to me.
acting like a child that has taken an adult's dose.
Oh, everyone's gone. That's it. Oh no.
Oh dear. Yeah, this is one of the rounds.
Yeah. Look, can you blame us for going a bit off the rails when this is what we have to, deal with?
What are you talking about? This is the top tier of British and Irish Trackmania. This is the best that we have to offer.
There is at minimum a 2-second gap between each player.
Exactly.
Oh lord. Good round, says Hendo. Everyone's just speaking French because their cars are French. Oh my god.
This is why they're not performing, because they haven't got the British skins. Yeah, they're all French.
Yeah,
French renowned
perfect
bad
sense.
Trackmania players.
Yeah.
The Lord is punishing them for taking part in the British and Irish Trackmania Pro League with a French skin.
Yeah.
And by the Lord,
Blasphemy.
I mean Nua. Lord Nua.
I mean, Nua should be blessing the Irish players, but he's not really doing that so far because Hendo is still in the lead.
So I don't know about
Is he ill though?
that. What, you think he just skived?
Yeah.
He just went, nah, don't want to.
I'm starting a conspiracy.
Damn, Marina, Jesus Christ. You need to calm down. I'm sorry. Keep looking over at chat. That's... No. Marina, Nua already does that to me. He's not unfaithful. Anyway, Hendo, once again, back in winning ways. First place, Babz second, Liffey in third, MattT down by a significant margin.
Is he going to finish?
Should.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Ooh, okay, yeah, all good, all good. All good. All good.
That was a better round from the front three, though. Only half a second between Hendo and Liffey. MattT, not a fan of the ice.
Yeah. Yeah.
As most players haven't been, really. That ice turn, it does seem to be slide out central, doesn't it? It looks like a straightforward ice turn, but it is very easy to over-angle ever so slightly. And then you are on a one-way ticket over the edge.
Indeed. Well, Hendo's still looking just to hold on to those points there. I mean, to be fair, this is the most one-sided game we've had today, which is saying something.
Yeah, no, you're pretty spot on with that. Maybe with the exception of Josh in our earlier match was on similar points to MattT.
Yeah. I think right now we definitely do have one player pulling away from everybody else at the moment, which usually the case has been that we've had kind of two players at the top fighting for that one. This time around, Hendo definitely well out ahead for the time being. Anything can change. It's only an 18-point gap between Babz and Hendo, so that could change at any point. And you know, we're moving on to maps that have not been in the pool yet here with Clueless, so we will see now how everybody deals with this new situation.
Yeah, I think the main thing maybe for us to focus on the story of this match is who is going to come out on top of the two Irish players of Babz and Liffey. MattT definitely seems to be struggling, and I could see him going on to last chance first in this lobby. But yeah, Liffey and Babz have been nip and tuck, really, both seeming to be similar pace, similar consistency. Hendo does seem to be a slight cut above. It's not, you know, it's not an overwhelmingly dominant performance from him, but it's definitely faster than Babz and Liffey. So we'll focus on second and third, I reckon. See if we can create some storylines from that as a point of interest, because I think
Irish,
first and fourth are going to be decided pretty easily.
Yeah, well, Matt goes into the wall there. An awkward exit from the plastic sends him flying off into the wall now. Babz keeping up with Hendo here and looking maybe to take first place. It really is very close between the two of them. Liffey trying to keep up now, but Hendo has pulled out ahead of Babz. And it is really going to be a big battle between the two Irish players today. We will see what happens there, but Babz in second place this time. It's a pretty big gap, 1 second, sorry, between second and third there. That only results in 3 points, obviously.
Yep, finishing in leaderboard order there. Babz was pretty close to Hendo, but only 0.3 separated them over the line. Hendo just having a slightly better end to the map. And I mean, on his day, Babz probably could challenge Hendo, but I don't know. Hendo just looks very well trained, very well practiced. I believe, if I'm right, always used to get memed a bit for not being a great rounds player. Was an insane time attack player, but yeah, always got memed on a little bit for not being great in rounds. But you know, he's been competing in regional competitions for over a year now, and I would have to say, you know, is kind of knocking on the door of Epos, Boz, Acros, Wizzy. I mean, he's seeded third, so you know, he's I think what is the seeding? Boz first, Epos second, then Hendo, then Wizzy, then Acros, and then Jorday. So be interesting to see where he actually finishes up in, like the head-to-heads between the top four. His match last week beat Jorday, so he hasn't actually played anyone seeded top 5 or better yet. He's played Jorday and beaten him, and Jorday is seeded 6th. So it looks like he's set for another win here. But we'll see how he fares against the likes of Boz, Epos, Acros, Wizzy, Jaffa, etc.
Well, right now it seems like Babz is definitely the faster of the Irish players. Keeping up with Hendo, pretty much round on round here on Clueless, as Liffey is having a little more of a difficult time, losing out on those precious points quite quickly to second place. Whereas Hendo stays up towards the triple figures mark, has not lost too many since dropping to 100.
Oh, that's a touch from Babz, though. Was looking so good in that round and was just ahead of Hendo. Could have definitely closed it out, but yeah, a mistake at the end. Babz looks second best, but I feel like that could be, that could be maximizing for him in this round. He definitely looks, in this match, sorry, he definitely looks better than Liffey, as you say. MattT continuing to struggle. Doesn't look like he's going to have a change of form anytime soon, but I am more than happy to be proven wrong there. But yeah, Hendo, confident out front, only lost 24 points so far over the, this is our 12th round? Yeah, so Hendo seemingly untouchable at the front.
Yeah, and it just keeps going that way. In fact, this is one of the maps I would say where Hendo is the most touchable. That came into my head and I couldn't get rid of it from my head, so I had to say it. But you know what I mean. The opposite of untouchable.
Yes.
It seems like Babz is very close to getting that over him, and this time around, once again, staying up there, and in fact, getting a lot closer to getting a first position here. Hendo staring down the barrel of losing another 4 points. Oh no. Oh, more than that. 7 points. Oh no. Oh dear. Everything's gone wrong. Babz comes up in first place. And in fact, Hendo almost lost 10 points. 10 points. But stays well abreast of the other players for now.
Yeah, Liffey with another 4th place, though, is actually getting closer to MattT. We were talking about the battle between Babz and Liffey, but Babz having some great rounds there on Clueless. 2 first places. No, a couple of first places, I believe. At least a first and a second. So gaps starting to... We've got stats. Statsman is here.
After the first flight, so our first 12 rounds, Hendo finished first in 9 of them. So pretty dominant performance there. MattT, the only one not to have a first place finish. And Babz deciding to finish everywhere but 3rd.
Sorry, no, that's like I'm not laughing at the stat. That was simply just finishing everywhere. It was
everywhere but
sorry.
3rd.
Yeah, sorry. All good. Anyway, back to the game at hand.
I'm saying nothing.
Yeah, okay, cool.
It's definitely the horniest stream that we've done.
That's not my fault. I've just reacted to everything that everyone else has said. Anyway.
No, that's cap.
That's not cap. That's not cap. I think there's slander going on here, and I think I'm being bullied. Let's get on with the game.
All right, prediction time. Are we going to see MattT eliminated on this map?
30 points. That would be...
It would be
that
4
would be
straight
lost
round
every
losses.
round, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, this was arguably his worst map.
I don't think so. I think the odds, even for that, like, even if, you know, it is your worst map, is quite insurmountable, losing 4 rounds in a row. But we will see. It's possible. Right now, Liffey trying to make the first one happen by overtaking. MattT goes a little wider, but it's fine. Still has more speed into the dirt. Does not touch the wall. Things are looking good. Liffey's going to have to take very inside. Risks it all the way. Clips a wheel. And no, there will be no loss in this map for MattT. He's going to survive to see another map.
I want to highlight Babz as well, though, who is slowly but surely stepping it up. Definitely has a pace advantage over Hendo now, and it was only really his consistency letting him down on kind of the first cycle. But as we've, I would say the past 5 rounds or so, he's slowly but surely finished them. Has he just crashed? Come on.
Come on.
Why you got to do this, man?
Anyway,
I'm gassing you up here. You're
not allowed to
embarrassing me.
say nice things about players. It only results in them doing bad. That's how it works. You know this.
I do know this, but, like, come on. Give me a break.
Anyway, I mean, for Hendo, really, the only goal here is to try and finish with as many points as possible. Though Babz still, you know, relatively close. Maybe not after this round, but not too far away from getting that done here. Hendo holding off MattT for the time being, who really is putting on a second win performance at the moment.
Yeah, he actually is. He's reeling Liffey in. He's going to finish in front of him again. So another 3 points. The gap will decrease by 3 points between MattT and Liffey. So, yeah, he didn't have a great start. And he's seeded 16th. So, statistically, the lowest seeded player in Division 1. But he might be able to get himself a 3rd place here if he can just keep chipping away at that gap between himself and Liffey.
Well, Babz off to a good start. Really, really nice line through there. But Hendo gets just about as much exit speed. Stays close. Right now, things are close between everyone. If he falls back a little bit, and honestly, MattT holding on well enough in this map to draw Liffey back towards that last place. Only 7 points between the two of them, and if this keeps on going, it is going to get closer and closer between them, and MattT may not lose out on this round like we thought would be the case just a few rounds ago, really.
Yep, we were talking about it, but testament to him. He has, you know, picked it up, stepped it up. Almost clips the wall there. As I say that, does clip the wall there, as I say that. So, Liffey, right at the end of this round, is going to be taking that 3rd place away. It's going to be a -10 for MattT. So, could end up dropping onto last chance on this map after all. Liffey dropping down 7 points. Hendo still cementing his position at the top. 85 points remaining out of 120. Babz on 52. So that is going to be quite the challenge. You would think that it's going to be Babz and Hendo left to fight for that 1st place. But yeah, 33 points is going to be a lot for Babz to try and make up, especially when Hendo is driving as fast and consistently as he is.
Yeah, definitely more likely than not here. Now, MattT still 10 points down from Liffey now, and Liffey will be just trying to stay ahead here. I don't think the goal is going to be shifting from keeping Matt at bay to trying to overtake Babz anytime soon. We will see. It's very possible. We've seen players, drop 30, 40 points after a competitor has gone into last chance quite a few times today already, actually.
Yeah, well, it happened in the first match with Sophie. Just who was it that she got out in the end?
You're asking me to remember more than an hour back in my history.
Yeah, I can't remember myself. Was it up? Blueberry.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we've still got all 4 players as we go on to Worm for a second time. But
Indeed.
I feel like this might be the map that we lose somebody. Is it going to be MattT? Is it going to be Liffey? MattT definitely struggled on the ice slide on this map, but so did quite a few of the other players, if not everyone in the lobby, as kind of all players in the league have been struggling, really. It's really not a nice ice slide.
Yeah, we had a lot of very interesting rounds on this map. First time we played it here in this matchup. A lot of rounds where there was a 10-second gap between first and last, and other several second gaps between every other player in the lobby. So it is possible that we could have anything happening. But we got Statman back.
I was just looking at the stats for that first Division 2, that first Division 2 match we saw, and I got a fun stat. If Sophie had not been in last chance qualifier, she would have finished on -64 points.
Wow.
Nice.
That's amazing.
Sorry, I was just making the sound of the cars driving through the pit lane while you're talking.
If only we were watching a game with already built-in car sounds, huh, Twiggy?
Well, yeah, I mean... Well, but they're the cars that are on the track. I'm the cars that are going through
as
the pit
opposed
lane.
to the cars that aren't.
Yeah, in the pit lane. Because Ted stands in the pit lane. And there are constantly cars going past
I would love to see just a cut to Ted where he stood in the middle of the straight.
Yeah, just... that'd be great. I want to, you know what, I really want more Zoomer energy from F1 commentators. I need to see Ted, like, squatting on top of one of the
Oh, mate, please, after this, can we get Tom's notebook? Please.
Huh?
You know there's Ted's notebook?
Oh, right, okay. Oh, yes, that's a good idea.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got to do that.
We also, for any Trackmania event, we need to do a grid walk. Tom needs to do a grid walk every time
Get
now.
shunned
Have
by
really have really awkward interviews with celebrities, and then go on Twitter and be like, well, it's common courtesy for you if you're on the grid, then you've got to talk to me. Oh my lord, this is so close. Oh, Babz gets no, he doesn't.
16 thousandths though. They all agree that was a good round.
Sorry, I just had to make a joke in Twitch. Anyway, 2 players on last chance here. Now MattT and Liffey both hanging on by a thread. Need to not come last here. That's all that matters. But Hendo and Babz have been doing well enough that it's not unlikely that we're going to see one of those 2 in last.
Liffey is having some major gear issues as well.
Yeah.
Lost the gear on the downhill and then just couldn't get it on the dirt either. So he's going to end up about half a second behind on last chance as well. MattT in third. Are we going to get any slide outs here? Doesn't look like it. Any crashes through the checkpoint? Doesn't look like it either. Liffey has a bit more speed and is going to close up the gap to MattT. MattT with a little bit of airtime. Not going to cost him too much though. Liffey now needs to get a better outside dirt turn. MattT, is he going to clip the wall? Not quite. I think we might be saying goodbye to Liffey here unless we have some shenanigans at the finish. Nobody misses. And we say goodbye to Liffey. MattT there, despite being the lowest seeded player in Div 1, is actually going to get a 3rd place here. So props to him, beating his seeding out there.
Let's go.
And Liffey drops first.
Nothing against Liffey, but MattT is my name twin, so I kind of need him to do well. At least not last. That's fine. That's all I care about, is not coming last. Wow.
Yeah.
Well. But anyway. No. I've just been warned by Thomas. Sorry. My bad. Not happening. But this round, coming first. I didn't say anything wrong. Why are you laughing?
You might be wrong. He's currently in
now
first.
I'm wrong.
No, you're not.
At least we know it's
no,
a
you're
nice
not.
guy. Because nice guys finish last, so...
I mean, Hendo is...
what is happening?
Okay. Hendo's third.
British and Irish Pro League, by the way.
I mean, at this point, it's just the Irish Pro League, because Babz is the only one that can drive the map consistently.
Apparently. Well, at least MattT's... Oh, no! I was going to say not going to be eliminated this round.
Wait, DNF?
Oh,
DNF?
dear.
Pause champ? Nah, they can make it.
Yeah, they can.
Hendo goes risky. Oh my god!
Oh, Lord. That was... I mean, honestly, take a bow. Everybody involved in this game has been on point all day. Go on, Statman.
No, that round was ass.
I can confirm
I
the
would have
statistical
enjoyed it a lot more if
probability
it
of
was
that
ass,
stat is
but-
100%.
Yeah, okay. Well, now it is Hendo and Babz to fight. And, well, at one point in this series, they were a lot closer in terms of points than they are now. Unfortunately, for Babz to fight, Hendo has made up a large a gap between the two of them, which is very, very useful as you get into a 1v1.
Babz should have good exit speed here, though, and does get the overtake done. Nice drift there, good line. Maybe a bit of airtime for Babz. Hendo with the better line, going to carry more speed through towards the final section. Is he going to clip the wall? Not quite. Very close. Oh, that's a clip, though. Looked like he was playing it safe there by jumping so wide of the pillar, and Babz thought he'd lost that round, but Hendo has gifted it back to him. But the most that Babz can wear away Hendo's lead at the moment is 4 points at a time.
Wow.
And I think even if Babz wins every round for the foreseeable future, he will still end up on last chance before Hendo.
Wow. Good stat.
Pretty
Good
sure
stat.
my out.
I hope so. That would be yeah, actually probably. Yeah, because I mean, well, since
Yeah, it's a
since
40-point
double-
gap. Yeah.
that you would need to have less than double the amount of score. So yeah, no matter what, Babz will be the first player on last chance between these two. It's just whether or not he can hold on and how many rounds he has to hold on for.
Previous time out on Clueless, Hendo won 3 of 4 rounds.
You didn't even ask us if you could stat that time. You just went for it.
It's an
Where's the courtesy?
unsolicited stat is what that
Yeah. Yeah, I'm contacting HR. That's
The HR have already been contacted about this.
I don't want random emails with stats in them. That's horrible. And where has HR been contacted? I need to know.
He is HR, that's the problem.
Oh no, no corrupt HR. That's not good. We don't need that here in the British and Irish Pro League. It's late.
Yeah.
Oh man. Right, 40-point gap to make up for Babz. Either way, gonna be on last chance, but coming first every round would make your job a lot easier once you do get to last chance.
Yeah, he's just got to try and erode as many of Hendo's points as he possibly can. I don't know. I feel like we're looking at a foregone conclusion here because Hendo has just been so strong. He hasn't really had any kind of major faults and slip-ups bar that very first round. I feel like the majority of his points have been lost through second and third places. Like, we haven't really seen him full crash and finish last in a round.
Yeah.
Babz definitely has warmed up as the match has gone on, but still I don't feel like he is quite on the level of Hendo. Saying that, they are neck and neck this round, but I think Babz is pushing. Hendo definitely seems to have a better end here. That drift buys him a bit of time, but it is only a 10th over the line. Like,
Yeah.
we have a real contest on our hands. It's just the point deficit that sways it so one-sidedly in favor of Hendo.
Yeah, I mean, well, this was a story here on... Why are you doing that to me, Thomas? I didn't know I could do it. You're like a child with a new toy. Anyway, yeah. I mean, this was kind of the story last time we were on Clueless, was that these two were very much fighting for the best times here, and whenever one of them makes a small error, it really comes back to bite them.
No errors in the first round. as both players finishing a 10th apart, both driving great times as well. Hendo with a 57.9, Babz with a 58.0. I do have the world records to compare that to as well. World record, I believe, was driven today. It's a 57.3 by Acros. So yeah, that is pretty blistering pace.
Well, speaking of blistering, Hendo might have got a blister from the from just no. I was gonna say a blister from friction on the wall because he hit it while he was going at high speeds. But either way, Babz comes in first this time. Once again, a 10th between the two of them, and it's staying that way. They're trading back and forth points. That gap has not changed since we started the map, but it's a big gap.
Yeah, I feel like at this point they are pretty evenly matched, but it was just that Hendo was able to close out more round wins at the start of the match, while Babz slipped down the order. Oh, that's a no slide from Babz as well. This round is in the bin already, and Hendo can just drive it home safely. Almost another clip from Babz there, so Babz going to be losing half of his points in this round, you would imagine, dropping down to only 8 and being 1 round away from dropping down to last chance. So yeah, he hasn't really managed to make the impact on Hendo that he maybe was hoping for. You know, it needed probably at least 3 round wins out of 4 to have any kind of chance.
How is he gonna lose? How is he gonna be down on 8 points?
Babz?
Yeah.
He's on. Oh wait, what am I? Matt? Hello? Yeah, 19 divided by 2 is 8. Nice one, Orion.
He will be down to 11 points after this round, I can confirm.
It's late.
Yeah, I agree. I agree fully. I've done more of that than you have. I just wanted to get my, I wanted to get that in there so I can have a gotcha moment. But either way, yeah, now still 44 points the gap. Babz, well, needs to win a lot of rounds in a row.
Yes. Which he could do.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I would say these two have about a 50-50 chance of winning or losing, which means
yes,
if
they're on equal points right now, yes.
Yeah, if you flip a coin, like how many times would it be? Like 10 times in a row, you're probably going to get 1 tails, and you're probably going to get more than 1 tails, and for Babz, that is the problem.
Yep. He has managed to get the overtake done for the time being. Hendo with a better drift. Babz, lovely outside dirt line though, is going to carry a lot of speed through here. Again, pushing that very hard on the outside. Onto the plastic, literally inseparable. Both players pushing so hard here. Hendo has the better exit though. Babz with a better drift, but has he overcooked it? Oh, it's tied! It's bang on tied. But it's not name diff, is it? That is actual time, so it's less than a
wider on the
1,000.
final checkpoint.
God damn.
Wider on the final checkpoint, and because of that, more egg, but didn't quite get the overtake done. Damn.
Wow. What a round.
Ouch.
Ultimately, though, is it going to matter?
I kind of doubt it, since B is the second letter in the alphabet. But either way, back once again to Saudade. Wait, Babz got -4? Oh yeah. Wait, but he was second on the leaderboard. Oh, it was named diff. He was second on the. Okay, I'm done. To be fair, it did show him as second on the leaderboard.
No. One definitely got -8. One got -4.
Yeah, Hendo got -8, but he was.
But was listed as finishing
on the leaderboard
first.
Yeah.
I love Trackmania Esports.
Nando! Oh no! Oh, stuff fell off my desk. Either way, well, this is possibly our final map today.
So it would seem. Yeah. I'm trying to do the maths on this. So Babz would have to win 1, 2, That would get him down to 39 or 11 rounds in a row.
Ah, that's quite a few.
Wait, no, that's wrong.
That's very wrong.
Yeah.
What's your
That would be for 47 point.
Wait,
yeah, that would be 4
blue.
points around. Hold on.
I love learning things about
7.
you. Wait, it's
Babz
yellow. I
needs to win
fucked up.
7 rounds in a row.
Yes. I was going to say 6, so yeah. We'll take 7.
6 to Lance chance, 7 to clinch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That.
While only
Right then.
losing 1.
Great.
7-1.
Thanks for the info, guys. That took us 30 seconds to figure out. And honestly, not that useful. Either way. Well, it will become useful if Babz continues to win a few rounds in a row, but well, within 2 rounds he will be on last chance, no matter what happens. So let's see. Is he going to delay it for 1 round? Hendo does get better exit speed, but not quite enough to make up the gap. Very close, 37 thousandths. But Babz now on 3 points. Next round, no matter what, on at last chance here. Has only delayed the inevitable.
We say the inevitable. Yeah, it feels like it. I mean, I don't know, because Babz is driving so well now. Like,
oh yeah,
he wasn't at the start, but like he is matching or bettering Hendo consistently. Like, he made maybe 1 big mistake, that clip that cost him a round, but pace looks great from Babz right now.
it really does, but it's going to take pace on pace every single round.
Yeah, that's true.
To get anything done here, and Hendo now out by over a 10th in this round. Again, this round doesn't particularly matter apart from Hendo's score. Trying to wear it down as much as possible. And Hendo can save 4 points by coming in first place this time around. Just make it a little more difficult for Babz to do anything as we move on forward. Looks like that is going to be the case. Hendo generally has a better end here than Babz, so Babz will usually need about a 10th lead to get this one done. You can see Hendo takes way more of the non-plastic area of the plastic block and gains more speed towards the end. Round on round, so Babz now on last chance needs to win. How many was it in a row? For this, it would be 4. Oh no, 5, because 32 and then
yes,
3 extra. So
yep,
5 rounds in a row now.
Not impossible, but definitely seems unlikely. There's 1.
Oh, hey, that'll help.
Yep.
Or I guess 6 rounds in a row, because obviously 5 would put Hendo on last chance. So.
Ah, yeah, that is true.
Anyway, that is the case, and well, okay, Hendo has lost a life, let's call it, now. Well, probably 2 seconds. Pretty difficult to make up. Well, my feed is delayed. There we go. But yeah, this is going to be very difficult now for Hendo, but this round really not mattering too much. Babzify looking like they're going to take home first place here, and again, 1 mistake from Babz would end out the round, would end out this whole matchup, would put Babz in a finishing position a second. Still risks that end there. Maybe trying to kind of train to get that more consistent. Obviously, it's a very thin line between gaining a lot of speed at the end there and clipping a wheel. So it's important that you have that muscle memory down, but Babz gets it done there. 27 points remaining to whittle away.
Yep, Babz doing a good job so far, but yeah, when you put it in the context of 1 mistake, and that is match over for Babz, it does seem a little bit more, what is the word? Difficult. I think it's just plain and simple. Hendo with a good start here as well, full tight there, full risk. I mean, Hendo can risk at this point, you know, he's got the pace advantage when he's really pushing and wants to put Babz on the back foot. You know, if he gets that early lead, Babz feels like he has to push.
On
and
the
then
plastic too.
The plastic gear as well. Hendo going to be seeing that he's a second up at this point. Feels like this could be the final round. Clip from Hendo could spell disaster, but instead it's Babz that clips just to finish to go. We'll make sure that Hendo gets across the line, which he does. Bless you.
Bless you, Thomas. Right as he crossed the line. That was brilliant timing, but that is it. Babzify with a great performance as well. Once again, 27-point difference is quite a lot, especially considering how many points you start to lose after players start to get eliminated, but still, very good. Putting Hendo down to that amount of points, and it's a good performance all around. That was a much more segmented match than we saw for the rest of today, but it was a good one to end things off with.
Yep, I would definitely agree. Hendo looked great throughout, but Babz was trying to catch at the death there, but yeah, the points deficit was just too much in the end after Hendo had a very good start to that match. MattT having a better week than last week, had a 4th place last week, moves up to 3rd place this week, and Liffey with a 4th place. Babz will probably take 2nd place, given that he was going up against the 3rd seed, and he himself is, I believe, I think it was 10th. We've got a stat to close things out.
Okay,
go on.
Yep, go on.
Everyone who finished first last week finished first again this week. Everyone who finished second last week finished second again this week.
Wow.
Consistency.
Thanks, Thomas. Very cool. But to end things off, I think we do have an interview with Hendo, who's waiting. I will quickly just do a mic check before we get that done. So hold.
Pause, champ. Yeah, so no change in the leaderboard then.
Hendo is here.
Good evening.
Hi, Hendo.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good match. Well played. Looks.
It was a terrible match, mate.
I mean,
It was the most convincing first place
Oh
we've
my
seen today.
God.
So
Really?
in the grand scheme of we had 1
Yes.
point and 5 points were the two.
Oh, but you didn't have the bars and the. Oh no, EPOS had that, Chris.
No, that would have been on the
No.
other screen.
Like the bars and the Wizzy game. Okay, fair.
we had Wizzy, but Wizzy didn't look like Wizzy for a lot of the match that he played.
Ended
But
on
ultimately
one point,
won
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I was similar. I was like just out of sorts all day. Horrendous, but it is what it is. Job done. We go next, and we prep for next week.
You know what? With everybody else who's come in, I've had like very specific things, like you had trouble on the ice, or you had trouble on the new map that came on through. You seem pretty in control of things a lot of the time. I think definitely towards the end, Babz, over the course of the whole thing, Babz was definitely on your tail a lot more on Clueless. But apart from that, you seemed well out ahead of everybody. So.
Clueless, I'm really not comfortable on, just because I gotta be honest, I didn't prac a bunch this week. Clueless, I do not have a bunch of time on Clueless. I think I only discovered it Tuesday.
Wow.
So like I am not comfortable on Clueless. The first half, I'm like, I'm chilling because that's the easy bit, and then the double dirt hits, particularly the second dirt, and I'm like, whoa, because that's a really hard dirt. So I just really struggled with that one.
Were you worried about Babz closing the gap, or could you kind of see that you had
No,
a big enough
I
cushion?
was worried, and I was worried before the match as well, because Babz is one of those players that is like, Babz is quick. Like Babz's PBs are like, those are real times. Like Babz is quick. Babz has always been quite crashy in a way. He's like the opposite Liffey in a way. Like he's been really fast but quite crashy, and I know he's super motivated. So I was kind of thinking, has he pracked a lot? Because I know he's pracking. Has he pracked a lot, and that's going to sort the consistency out? But he's fast, so I was a bit scared of the unknown, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And then obviously Clueless, he had decent pace on Clueless. Worm is Worm.
You an ice enjoyer?
Not at all, mate. Not at all.
I don't think we've talked to anybody today who's an ice enjoyer. I'm not gonna lie.
Nobody likes that term.
Not at all.
I think ice players stick to their lane, you know?
Yeah,
I think-
I've got a reasonable setup for it, but it's just one of those where it's kind of the start
It's very
drives itself.
slidey outy, isn't it?
Oh yeah. It's fourth gear, and it's a full overslide, so you can't over rotate and then have to release because you are dead. It's a fourth gear overslide.
Yeah.
it's kind of I have a setup and it kind of works, ish. But yeah, Worm's just one of those. And I also noticed my end on that map is terrible. I was losing like 0.2 every run.
Well, it seemed good enough, and I think well, that's what matters. You're not. Yeah. We're not counting points. Don't worry. Well, I mean, some of us are. Thomas probably is.
I'm counting times. I'm counting times. My times weren't good.
Yeah, it's like installing the champion medal thing, but for BIPL instead. You're just counting the amount of points you end every day with.
Yeah.
But well, that's a privilege afforded to only 4 people so far right now who have perfect scorelines. So very well done.
I think it's part of being top 4 seed. Like those 4 intentionally like avoid each other until the final weeks.
Yeah.
Well,
I think you've got Matt Crows is chilling in second, like 2 points behind, but he has played Epos and Wizzy. Like I am yet to play Epos and Wizzy.
I was gonna say you've got Epos next week, and you've also got Jaffa and Divino in your match. Where do you think you stack up against them?
There's no Divino, there's no Vinky.
Oh, okay. Anyone in his place, or just you 3?
It's just those 3.
Okay. So where would you place yourself? Do you think you can take down Epos in his current form?
It's a tricky one because that's a really good game. Because Jaffa's fast. Like Jaffa's really fast.
Jaffa was really challenging Wizzy earlier.
He's a bit like Babz in that sense, that he's really fast and a bit of an unknown, so therefore scary. Epos is Epos. I don't know how motivated Epos is. Whether he's like distracted with like World Cup prac or whatever. So I don't know. I don't know which Epos we will get, but equally it's Epos.
All right. Well, I think that's about all we have time for. So thank you for joining us, Hendo. Once again, congratulations.
No problemo. Thank you very much for having me.
For your sake, you keep up that perfect scoreline. But that's going to be it for us for today. We've watched all of the games. We've had all of the jokes. We've seen all of the action. And we'll see you again next week. Thank you very much for joining myself and Orion. And thank you very much from the production too. Goodbye, everybody.